Tell me if this sounds familiar. You're managing the infrastructure for your podcast production, but your team's distributed. You have editors in one city, mix engineers in another, all working in multi-track sessions with large, uncompressed audio files across machines, storage systems, and tools that weren't built to talk to each other. And you're stitching everyone together with shared drives, external disks, and folder conventions that only work when everyone follows them perfectly. It works until it doesn't. Here's where it all breaks. Your team wraps up the shoot and uploads the source audio to Google Drive. An assistant downloads the files and builds a session locally. Then the mix engineer opens that session from a different machine and half the files are offline. Maybe a folder was renamed. Maybe they just forgot to upload the cache. Maybe it's just Monday. Regardless, now your team has to re-export the files, re-upload the sessions, and manually confirm the latest version. And suddenly your post pipeline is fragmented across machines, workflows, and assumptions, which brings it to a screeching halt. And none of this happened because your team isn't skilled. It happened because your infrastructure wasn't built for collaboration at scale. This isn't a problem with your tools. Your DAW is fine, your plugins work, and your team knows what they're doing. But none of that matters if the file system can't keep up. Cloud storage on its own isn't a proper solution. It's asynchronous, creates redundancy, and forces your team to constantly readapt by resyncing, re-downloading, and re-uploading, instead of just getting to work. That's not scalable. What you need is consistency at the file system level. A system that ensures that no matter where someone logs in from, they're able to work on the same exact session within the same exact folder structure using the same exact files in real time. And that's where LucidLink fits in. Not as another app within your workflow, but as the infrastructure layer beneath it. LucidLink replaces the traditional file transfer-based workflow with a single cloud-native file space. To your team, it looks and feels like a high-performance local drive, but under the hood, it's a file system designed for scale. Your team can start a session in LA and it will instantly be usable by your mixer in Toronto with no relinking, no re-downloading, and no duplicated media. Folder structures are mirrored, file paths stay intact, and sessions open exactly as expected every time. It's fast, reliable, real-time collaboration that scales with your team as it grows. You can enforce a consistent directory structure and directly onboard new team members without syncing local drives or having to rework your file share permissions from scratch, all against a shared, always-on file system. LucidLink doesn't replace your tech stack, it stabilizes it by making everything speak the same language. So if you're responsible for keeping podcast post-production efficient, scalable, and reliable, don't build your team's workflow around workarounds. Build it on LucidLink.